Why is he buying more Chargers if he doesn't even have the one he has finished? Why did I buy this thing if the one I have now doesn't even run, nowhere near running, or won't run in the near future? Well, I figured, hey, it's a Dodge Charger. It was a pretty good deal. Guy called, said, hey, I want to sell my Charger. I know you guys are into Mopars, so could you please just come take a look at it? And we talked a little bit. He was way up here. I was way down here. I offered him what I thought it was worth. He didn't want to take it. Called me back about a week later, said, yes, I'll take it. So I said, well, guess it's mine. Anyways, it's a 1968 Dodge Charger. It's a 383 two-barrel car, green on green interior, but somebody had taken it and was converting it into a General Lee, as you can see by the orange right here. So, like I said, they put new front clip on it. They got a grill for it, new tail panel. The floors are actually really nice on this car. The reason that I bought it was because it had a lot of good parts on it, and this is something that I'll potentially probably resell. So keep what I want off of it, resell it. The guy that I bought it from didn't want to be filmed, so I just took pictures, and I'll kind of explain what happened along the way. So like I said, it's a 1968 that's been converted to a 1969. It was all been taken apart. It sat in this guy's shop for about 3 years, even after he bought it. So he didn't really do much to it. He bought a few things for it and just let it sit for the most part. Anyways, he let us look at it, struck up a deal, shook hands on it, and I loaded it up. We loaded up 2 trucks full of parts, as well as a car being loaded up with parts, threw it on the trailer, and then brought it home. And it wasn't even but like 10 minutes down the road from me, which is kind of a surprise. It's kind of funny because I had to go all the way to Oklahoma to get my green Charger, and this one's only 10 minutes down the road from me, so it's kind of inconvenient, but the good news is I have both of them, so who really cares at this point? But anyways, like I said, I'm not going to keep this one long, at least for the plan right now. I don't want to keep it because I really want to focus on my own Charger and really make it to what I want it to be instead of having 2 and juggling all sorts of projects, because as you guys know, I already have too many. So this one's a temporary deal, but we've got a lot of good stuff on it. So anyways, we brought it home, unloaded all the parts, checked out what we have, and it's all scattered on the floor right now, as you'll see in just a second. We started to check it out and see what we had, and there was a lot of good body work on it, but a lot of stuff hadn't been finished yet. So there's a lot of bare metal parts, and we didn't want this thing to rust any more than it already had. It had a little bit of surface rust on the fender, like right here, and I didn't want that to spread. So we scuffed it down with not very good sandpaper and just made it kind of smooth enough to where we could hit it with some primer and then hit it with some spray cans of paint, which is not the best method, as I learned, as you'll see here in a second, because it was way too hot to paint. But at least it's all one color, and at least it's not going to rust at this point. So let's check out looking at us doing body work and painting the car. This is a 1968 Dodge Charger. Somebody had actually wanted to make a General Lee, and this is the progress that they made, and then they stopped. You can't see it all. I'll come back tomorrow when the sun's out, but that's a 69 taillight panel. They put quarters on it, 2 fenders on the front. They had a 69 grill. Rebuilt the front suspension, rear suspension, redid the brakes. It's all manual drum on all 4 corners. We've got the door in here full of trim. Basically, from what I can tell, the whole car is in here, for the most part at least. But there's all sorts of trim in here. The bumper's in there, the door's in there, dash. We have my truck full of parts, and then Dad's truck is actually full of parts as well. Got some parts in the rear here. This is door stickers for the 01, and right there, that roll is the Rebel flag that goes on the roof. This is a brand new tan carpet, which I wish it was black, but it's tan. But anyways, we've got pieces in the trunk, all sorts of stuff. And like I said, they roughed in the quarter panels. They didn't finish the body work on it. It's got a new panel here, and the roof's nice. Floors are spotless on this thing. But like I said, they were making a General Lee, and then they didn't finish it. But I mean, everything on it is rebuilt as far as suspension wise so far. And supposedly the engine that came with it is too, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it at all. But you can kind of see up under there. For some reason, they did all the body work for the floors and everything, and then painted the underside orange, and then didn't do the rest of the body work on the outside before painting it. So a little bit backwards, but I mean, I guess I can't critique them. I really don't know what was the deal or anything. I don't know what happened, but like I said, they started on it, didn't finish it. But the plan here is to just get a bunch of parts that I need for my car. The engine and transmission, I don't know what I'll do with that, since I already have mine over here, but I've got seats, I've got the Dixie horn, I've got another 727, I've got a 69 grill, door panels, and I think I mentioned it in a live stream, but the pieces that go on the top of the door, I have some that are really, really nice, but there's the dash pad and everything. But the car originally was a 68, like I mentioned, with a 383 2-barrel air, 276 rear, and it was a green on green, just like my Charger is now. So it was kind of a bare bones deal. So they were making a Charger, they were making a 69 Charger for a General Lee, and that's why it's got 2 new fenders on it, or at least this side's new and that side's just a 69 fender. But they started on making one, but they didn't finish it. That's why it has a 69 grill. The guy said that it was ordered online, so it's actually a pretty nice piece. But anyways, I've got the hood for it, and I've got another door. I've got the deck lid. It's just all in pieces because, like I said, they were in the middle of a restoration. But it's got the General Lee wheels, which no, I'm not putting those on my Charger. They look good on a General Lee, but that's the only vehicle I like them on. But they're the right ones, you know, they're the American racing ones, and I think they look good on a General Lee, but not on anything else. So we painted the Charger to get it all one color, and I think the orange pops pretty well with the black. But anyways, what I did, I took and dropped the seats in, cleaned out all the inside from all the trim, well, for the most part, besides the wiring harness, it's all just sitting there. Stuck the dash in it, stuck the steering column so you can actually move it, and put the seats in just for the sake of not having to store them anywhere. There's some parts in the trunk that I took out and put over here. So we've got all sorts of trim, door hinges, alternator. There's a box full of trim right there that was laying in the floor. It's a pretty straight and solid bumper right there. That'd be a good quarter chrome. And window regulators, trunk latch support, feeler neck, starter. What else is there? Quarter glass. And I've got the hood. It's laying outside. The deck lid's actually on the car right now. Paint doesn't look that great, I know. The paint didn't really come out that great because it's so hot, but I'm going to try and redo something with that because it looks terrible. But anyways, it's one color at least, so it looks somewhat decent. But we stuck the radiator in as well as put the grill in just to make it look a little bit more like a car. and took the wheels off just to see what we had. What's surprising is that we used the exact same paint that I painted the police car with. It just didn't turn out as good, and I think it was because it's so hot out here. I painted the Chrysler in winter with a heater in the shop, and the paint just didn't turn out as good because I think it was drying way too fast. Here's a brand new carpet. This is whenever they were going with the General Lee. It's tan, so nothing that I can really use, but it's a brown carpet. It's brand new. They have decals for a General Lee, like the rebel flag on the top, 01 on the door. 95% of the car is here, so that it'll be good for somebody who wants to restore it. I know that I don't have a windshield for it, and a few of the trim pieces are missing, but a lot of it is here, and that's really important if you're wanting to fix one of these cars. And the fact that it's already been torn apart, you can actually, do some work to it on the inside at least. But it's had 2 new quarters put on it. The other side and the door are actually really nice shape. This quarter panel's been roughed in. It's not done bodywork wise. This side actually turned out a lot better because the bodywork is nicer, but still the paint would just dry way too fast. I think it's because we had it too hot in here. So I might try and do something different, like I said, and make that look better, because you could just tell instantly as soon as you'd spray it, it would dry. So there's nothing really you could do. And I've used this paint on my police car, and the police car looks great. It never even came out like this once. You can actually see it right here. The glass is dirty, but look how even that looks. The exact same paint right there. Never had a problem with it before, but like I said, I painted that in the wintertime, really cold, so I think it was just drying really fast because we did this during the day. So I'll fix this, make it look better, and we'll go from there. So you don't have to make the comment that the paint looks awful. I know it's not that great, and we're going to try and fix it. I just want to show you guys that I mess up too, and things happen like that. So we're going to take corrective actions, make it look better before we go any further. So something we haven't done in a while is open up some mail from you guys. Sorry, it's been a while. Totally have just been putting it off, and I know I should have done it sooner. So let's get into a couple of these packages here that have been sent to me. So this first one comes from Steve Varholy. I think it's V-A-R-H-O-L-Y. I think that's right. But anyways, it looks like he is from a radio station in South Carolina. It's a WXRY 99.3 FM. He sent me his business card and a sticker here, so that'll go on the wall. And then he sent me a letter here. I'll read it to you. It says, Dylan, hopefully this is one of the first things that you get in your P.O. box. These shirts keep staff folks cooler during the... Oh, that's funny. He put cool and then in parentheses. I guess it's for my name. During the South Carolina summers, so it should work for you. I look forward to seeing more videos on the Charger and Cordoba, from Steve. And he sent me this really nice shirt here. This is, I'm assuming, for his radio station as well, WXRY, Columbia's independent alternative. So if you're in the area, check him out. But it's like that wicking material that, it cools you off, and if you sweat in it, it'll like keep you dry. That's a really nice shirt though. So thank you so much, Steve. It's awesome of you. I really appreciate it. Our next one came from a fellow YouTuber. He actually sent in a submission for me at the end of the video. He sent me his project, which was a Cordoba, and his channel here is called Old Car Auto Guy right here. And then he said that he has an auto sales company in New Brunswick, Canada. So let's read his letter here. Put those out. He says, Hi Dylan, just dropping a line to say hey from St. Stephen, New Brunswick, Canada. I am situated on a bordering community with Calais, Maine. Okay, yeah, see, he knew, you probably can't see it, but he sounded it out for me. That's pretty nice. Thanks for the great content on all your Mopars. I have a 1979 Chrysler Cordoba that is far from stock. You featured it once a while back at the end of one of your videos. I have enclosed a couple stickers for the old toolbox. There we go. An old car auto guy for my YouTube channel, and a dealership decal for my used car lot. With any luck, I can get a shout out to help build my channel as well. Well, there is your shout out. Thank you very much, Jason Carr. Go check his channel out if you haven't already. I have looked at his Cordoba. It's a very sweet car. It's a silver color. It's a very clean looking vehicle, and obviously I love Cordovas, so check them out. And last but not least, as you all know, I bought the Oldsmobile station wagon a few months back, and it had a busted taillight. And this came from the same guy who bought me a Charger taillight. He bought me an Oldsmobile taillight. How cool is that? I can actually probably take and paint up right in here in this trim and make it look really nice and pop. Just paint all that black and then just pop it in there. But that was really nice of him. I mean, seriously, the dude's just like, hey, I bought you an Oldsmobile taillight. It'll be there in a few days. So it's been sitting in my car for a while because I've been working on the car and haven't really done much to it. But anyways, thank you so much for sending that. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna put this on my car, and then I'll mention you again because you're an awesome dude. And I still have the Charger taillight, and I need to put that in my car as well. But thank you so much for this, and thank you for everybody who has sent me something. You guys are awesome. So if you want to send me something, my P.O. box is, actually I'll use this letter right here if you want. I'll use Jason's letter. Here is my P.O. box right there. P.O. Box 398, Hazel Green, Alabama 35750. So that'll do it for today's video, guys. Thanks again for all the people who sent me something in the mail. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to send something to my P.O. box, it'll be linked in the description below. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like down below. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave a comment. Also, you can send me an email. It'll be at the very end of the video. Send in your projects to that same email. Order your t-shirts and your stickers, guys. Hope you guys like the Charger. Like I said, it's going to be a work in progress. We're going to do a few things to it and then maybe get it ready to sell. So we'll see how that goes in just a few days. But anyways, we're just going to keep working at it. Maybe I'll do a couple more videos on it, but that's not going to hold up any progress to the green Charger for sure. That's going to stay completely irrelevant to what we're doing right now. We're still going to go with the current path that we're going with. Have some parts that are on the way. I'm really excited about it. So the next Charger video, I should have some new parts come in. So I know I do a lot of unboxing videos with the Charger, but it's just a lot of stuff that you have to get for an old vehicle like this that really needs everything. Why not just unbox all of it, show you guys in detail what I'm getting. That way you can know what's going in the car, and there's kind of a transparency between it. And I want you guys to know what is going on, what the car will consist of, and you know what is actually happening. So anyways, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.